Condemned Boy. Now, how many wrestlers do we actually have in this movie?
One.
Oh, just one?
Yeah, just one
Yes.
as far as I know.
Yeah, as far as I know. There's lots of people in here easily could be.
Steve Austin, a man barely alive.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just see big guys and I just assume, oh, they're all wrestlers. So this is only one.
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
the others could be amateur wrestlers, or I mean, you know what? It's not like any of us watch wrestling. For all we know, they were all wrestlers.
But I will say this, there isn't one single major wrestling move in this movie. Every time you see a major wrestler come in and do a movie like this, they always do a body slam, or they do, a DDT, or, they do,
Yeah, suplex or
exactly
something. But
here, no. There's, a guy puts another guy in a sleeper hold, but, aside from that, this doesn't over-grandize. This is a wrestling movie.
So I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say that this is a pretty simple movie. I mean, in the future, it's always in the future.
No future.
It's
No
now.
future.
Okay, so I'm already wrong.
No.
So somebody tell me what this movie's
Okay,
about.
It is
Wait a
about...
minute, hold on. So I'm already wrong. So somebody tell me what this movie's about.
The movie is about a guy who decides he wants to run a website that shows 10 guys killing each other until one guy's left. So he takes a bunch of guys who are on death row all around the world, puts them on an island, gives them some weapons, and tells them to beat the crap out of each other or the bomb in their leg's going to explode. That's about as complex as this movie gets.
Yeah, it's basically stealing a bunch of plot threads from other movies and mashing them all into one.
Well, this sounds like Battle Royale, that Japanese movie.
Ding! Yeah, it totally does.
It's almost like they said we can't show kids killing each other, so we're just gonna make them criminals.
Now, that's exactly what they do, but it actually works. For what it is, it's a big, dumb, loud, fun movie for rednecks. And as far as a big, dumb movie for rednecks goes, I had a lot of fun with it.
Okay.
See, I don't really agree with you. I think this wasn't a bad movie, but it is so just minor next to Battle Royale, which knows what it is and has fun with it. This movie is ugly. I mean, it's just downright dark, and then it has the balls to tell us we're bad for liking stuff that's violent and dark, and we should be punished.
But we already know that, though.
Suddenly, Battle Royale is a Christmas story? That was a dark movie, too.
No, but it was comedic about it. It was cult. It knew what it had. It was more silly. It was more fun. This was just the only fun stuff it had going for it were a couple of one-liners that admittedly were delivered with some amount of panache by Stone Cold Steve Austin. But it just, on the whole, this was just kind of an average action movie. And I felt like, wow, after all that, you're going to actually try and lecture me about what you're selling me in the first place?
See, to me, that made it funny because, okay, yeah, I mean, it's sort of average, except it's hardcore. And for the most part, it's kind of play hardcore, but there are some things in here that are just, at times, this movie is just vile. It's like there's nobody you can really root for except Stone Cold, and they give you a reason halfway through the movie. But everybody in this movie, you just don't like them. So people getting killed is bad, but they crank it up, way up.
Halfway through the movie, dude, you're supposed to root for Stone Cold from the beginning. I mean, great. Anybody who watches this trailer looks at it and goes, duh, the guy is not guilty of the crime he's on death row for, and he's actually got to be some kind of special forces dude. And when they finally tell you that halfway through, it's like, okay, finally, we finally gotten that out. I wish we could have gotten that out at the beginning. Now let's move on.
It's funny because they're always special forces guys. And the thing is, they don't know. It's like, we didn't know he was like that skilled.
Actually, but the bonus is he's pitted against another Special Forces guy who's actually an evil Special Forces guy, Vinnie Jones. But no, this is a stupid movie. I am not going to defend this movie.
And Vinnie Jones is...
Oh, what do you mean?
No, I'm just saying. Tell us who Vinnie Jones is.
Oh, Vinnie Jones is an actor that you've seen a million times. He was Bullet
Start over.
Vinnie Jones is a guy you've seen a million times. He's in stuff like Snatch, where he plays Bullet Tooth Tony, and he was in Gone in 60 Seconds, and he does a lot of films where he's just the big mug. And here, he's playing the heavy. And
don't forget, he's the Juggernaut, bitch.
Oh, jeez, that's what you were setting me up for, too.
No, I wasn't. No, I really wasn't setting that up. I'm sorry.
Look, this movie, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. That's all.
Say it again. Oh, that's what you would say.
Yeah. What?
Say that again. Oh, that's what you would say.
Oh, that's what you were setting me up for.
I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
Anyhow, no, I'm not going to accuse this movie of being smart. I'm not going to accuse this movie of being great. This movie is better than it should be. It's a it's a movie starring a wrestler that's ripping off The Running Man, which was doing a science fiction version of The Most Dangerous Game. We've seen this movie a billion times, but they made it work. They made it fun.
That's what I'm saying. I did a little bit of Running Man in there. I want it, Schwarzenegger, man.
A little bit of The Running Man?
I didn't see it, so
Yeah. Somewhere Arnold Schwarzenegger's watching this movie going, this is bullshit.
Yeah. As you know, as much as I love Battle Royale, I gotta call Cyrus on this. And you know, Battle Royale's the same thing. It's just subtitled, so you give it this extra level of being, oh, it's so much more intelligent because it's subtitled. No, it's the same movie with kids.
Please, just because you can barely read doesn't mean that this isn't any better than Battle Royale. Look, the thing that makes this movie actually kind of work for me was Vinnie Jones. He actually is a great villain in this. He's way over the top. He's lots of fun. He's so goddamn evil. I mean, the guy is just, he's like, you know what? I'm going to kill your wife in front of you, but first, I'm going to rape her.
damn.
And it's just, this is what I'm talking about. This movie's so dark at points, but Vinnie Jones pulls off the evil. You really hate him.
So Vinnie Jones is raping people in there?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, this movie does not play around.
Slicing, dicing, and raping.
Man, that dude's evil.
But you know what? What's the beauty of it is like almost at the end, he almost made me kind of sympathetic towards him. I mean, it was almost like he was like saying like, hey, I know I'm the bad guy in this movie, but everybody in here is a bad guy. Every one of them I killed. So don't just put it on me. And you kind of like, yeah, you got a point there.
Leon just wanted to give him a hug at the end.
Yeah, so he can rape and kill me too.
Well, come on. I mean,
flatter
Wait a
yourself.
minute, hold on. Say that line again.
Yeah, so he can rape and kill me too.
Don't flatter yourself.
yeah, come on. Let's face it here. Of course, Vinnie Jones had to be super evil. He's pitted against Stone Cold Steve Austin, who was like the heel of wrestling for like 8 years, where he just came out and swore and acted like a bad drunken dude and just beat the crap out of guys. The only way to make a drunk redneck look good is to put him up against a drunk British rapist. I mean, that's pretty much.
Ooh, that's cool.
That is the formula here.
Yeah. Drunk British rapist against drunk redneck.
That's what this movie is.
Who will win?
But well, I don't know, because the drunk British rapist has himself a Chinaman.
Like a little girl China.
He's
like
got a
like
little martial arts kicking stereotype from Asia, and I guess they say he's from Japan.
Is there any black badasses in this
oh,
movie?
yes.
Dude, okay, let me tell you something about this movie. This movie has a serious redneck vibe all through it, and this is, if you are a person of color, you do not want to be in this movie, because every ethnic person, every non-white person dies in the most horrible way.
No, wait, what are you talking about? Almost every white person dies in a horrible way, too. I mean, pretty much everybody dies in this movie.
No, the white people got killed, like they might have got shot like 2 or 3 times, and then it was over for them. But the brown people, they got raped, they got beat up, they got stabbed. It's horrible. I mean, I'm serious. It's like, I didn't want to go there, but it drugged me there. It's like, no, you're gonna watch this, Negro.
No, this was not nearly as bad as last summer's. What was that? The boat movie that we all watched.
Oh, Poseidon.
Poseidon. It wasn't quite Poseidon, where it's if you were brown at all, you were killed violently. But no, I mean, some of them have good deaths, and some of them kick some serious ass before they go down.
Before they get raped and
Before
killed.
they get raped and killed.
Okay.
I'm telling you, dude, every one of them had to suffer a horrible fate before they bit the dust. And the white people got off easy with just like 2 shots in the head.
Damn, you making me scared to even walk in the theater.
I'm telling you.
Wait.
Hold on. He's in the middle of something. Huh?
You know, it's funny, you ask if this movie was in the future, and it wasn't really the future, but it was Fantasyland in that it goes by the premise that 40 million people would pay $49 to log into this website and watch this web show. Like, I'm sorry, but it ignores the fact that people get stuff on the web for free, so ain't nobody paying $50 to watch a snuff film.
Like 7 people paid for it, and then one dude found a crack and disseminated that out on MySpace. Yeah, there's 50 million people watching it for free, mother.
Wait. This is scaring you from walking into a theater? The fact that a movie theater full of wrestling fans is going to be sitting in there. A bunch of cracker, redneck, beer drinking, rebel flag waving wrestling fans are watching this movie, and That's the thing that scares you?
No, that's why I'm scared to go in there because I know they're the ones gonna be watching this movie.
Yeah, and they're gonna come out of it already. They're gonna look at you and go like, "Yeehaw! It is on like Donkey Kong."
Woo-wee! We got ourselves a nigger.
Yeah, exactly. I ain't going to see this movie. This movie's straight to DVD for me.
Now, one real bad thing I gotta say about this movie: the action scenes is shot horribly. Yeah. They're
Few of
all
them.
real close, and everything moves so quickly and cuts so quickly that you can't tell what's going on. Like a fight would start, and I would just hear, and I'm like, okay, I just gotta wait until it's over to see who won.
And that was just me with my bottle of lube.
You would think the movie with like where a professional wrestler being one of the stars, it would have been, one of the advantages is you can actually show more of the fight scene. I mean, he's fighting people you've never seen before in your life, so they could have gotten professional stunt people. But no, apparently they're, quote, actors, unquote. So you got to shake the camera around like crazy.
A few of the scenes were shot pretty shoddily. There are some good sequences in there, but most of the like close-up action scenes, I was feeling the same way with them, where it's kind of like, let the camera stay still for a second and stop cutting.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, plus when it opens up and you like see like these people are the baddest of the bad, and they have to fight each other. You see all these these brute men, all muscly, ex wrestlers and special forces. But then you got two little fine model chicks also on the island too, and it's like, oh come on,
Yeah.
they're gonna snap like twigs.
Yeah. Okay.
And they did.
They're there for the rape.
Yeah, and they try to rape both, and they try to rape both of them.
Man, this movie's heavy on rape.
It is.
No,
It's big on rape.
there's two scenes, one where they try to rape and one where they do, but they don't
Wait, hold
glorify
on.
it.
Say your line again. You stepping on people's lines a lot. I got to get one sentence out.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's that? Which one?
What you just said it's heavy on a lot of rape.
Oh yeah, it's heavy on a lot of rape. I mean, there's at least 2 rapes in here. At least one attempted, and one that's like the most brutal rape you could ever imagine.
Damn, I don't know about this.
Wait,
I mean, yeah, I got enough to use anyway.
I know, but I had one more really good point that you might. Okay, now there's this whole thing. See, what the rape leads into is like at one point the movie turns on the audience and says, you know what, you people are at fault for paying money to watch degenerate stuff like this. And you're kind of like, yeah, but isn't it sponsored by the Wrestling Federation, who asks people to pay per view to watch sweaty men fight each other?
Yeah, they pretty much got they got a bone underneath those tights when they're wrestling each other. You ain't fooling nobody.
Check it out, honey. The South done rose again.